The history of humanity is woven with myths, prophecies, and predictions about the end of the world. But what if we are truly at a turning point today? In the Middle East, a region rich in cultural and religious significance, the events of the present may have been deeply foretold in ancient scriptures. Are we standing on the brink of Armageddon, the final battle described in the Book of Revelation? The year 2025 could become a pivotal one. A war between Iran and Israel, one of the holiest yet most volatile regions in the world, threatens to reshape not only the region, but humanity as a whole. Let's explore the prophecies and reality together. Historical context: the Iran-Israel conflict. Tensions between Iran and Israel are not new. For decades, these two nations have been at the center of geopolitical and religious focus. Israel, established as a refuge for the Jewish people after World War II, repeatedly perceives its existence as being threatened by Iran's aggressive rhetoric and strategies. Meanwhile, Iran views Israel as a symbol of Western interference and injustice in the Middle East. These conflicts escalate not only through diplomatic tensions, but also via modern warfare, cyber attacks, drone strikes, and proxy wars in Syria and Lebanon. Now, a direct military conflict between the two countries seems inevitable. But what does this mean? And why is this war often viewed through a prophetic lens? The Book of Revelation, Armageddon. The Book of Revelation describes a great battle taking place in a place called Armageddon. This location is often associated with the ancient city of Megiddo in Israel. Revelation narrates a time when the forces of good and evil clash, a battle that determines the fate of humanity. The four horsemen of the apocalypse, famine, death, war, and pestilence, can be seen as symbols of the modern challenges we face today. Some theologians and historians interpret the current tensions in the Middle East as a possible fulfillment of this apocalyptic vision. Is the looming war between Iran and Israel the Armageddon foretold in Revelation? Or is it just another conflict in a long history of geopolitical tensions? The Mahdi Prophecy. In Islam, the Mahdi, the expected savior, is a central figure in end-time prophecies. According to Islamic eschatology, the Mahdi will appear when the world is overwhelmed by chaos and injustice. Together with Jesus, who is also expected to return, the Mahdi will bring peace and lead humanity into an era of prosperity and harmony. A war between Iran and Israel could be seen as one of the signs heralding the Mahdi's arrival. Iran, a central player in Shiite eschatology, often views itself as a key figure connected to these prophecies. What happens when religious belief and geopolitical ambitions merge in such a conflict? Is this the fulfillment of an ancient prophecy, or a turning point where humanity must reinvent itself? Nostradamus and other prophecies. Nostradamus, the French mystic and seer of the 16th century, left numerous predictions in his famous quatrains. Many of his texts are cryptic and open to interpretation. Yet some experts believe that Nostradamus foresaw a major conflict in the Middle East with global consequences. In one of his verses, he writes about a great battle in the East that will change the fate of humanity. While his prophecies are often debated, it's undeniable that they draw remarkable parallels to today's tensions. Could 2025 be the year when his predictions come true? And if so, what does it mean for us? The War of the Gods, Ragnarök, Norse mythology. In Norse mythology, Ragnarök tells of the final battle between gods and the forces of chaos. The world is destroyed by fire and ice before a new order arises. This story symbolizes not only destruction, but also the inevitable cycle of decline and renewal. Considering the tensions between Iran and Israel, parallels emerge. A war between powerful forces that could determine the fate of entire nations. In the role of modern gods, today's states and their leaders shape the future of our planet. Are we witnessing a modern Ragnarök, a cosmic endgame? The Prophecy of the Dark Sun, Maya and Aztec. The Maya and Aztec believed in ages that end through catastrophic events. In the fifth sun, the current era, they prophesied destruction by earthquakes and fire. While nature plays a central role in these myths, we could also interpret them symbolically. Could geopolitical tensions and modern technologies be the fire that ignites the world today? A war between Iran and Israel could disrupt the balance of the region and the world. Yet the myths of the Aztecs and Maya also teach us, after every destruction comes a new beginning. The burning mountain, Revelation's vision. In the book of Revelation, there is a passage describing a burning mountain falling into the sea, causing great destruction. While this vision is often interpreted as a natural disaster, it could also symbolize the escalation of human conflicts. The Middle East has always been a center of belief systems and geopolitical interests. A war between Iran and Israel could be exactly the type of burning mountain that shakes the world, both spiritually and politically. The balance of light and darkness. Zoroastrian Eschatology. In Zoroastrian mythology, there is a prophecy of a final battle between Ahura Mazda, the god of light, and Angra Mainyu, the spirit of evil. This battle leads to a purifying renewal of the world, where light triumphs over darkness. The conflict between Iran and Israel could also be seen in this context, a struggle between ideological and political opposites that divides the world. Yet in Zoroastrian texts, there is always hope for a purified, better world at the end of such conflicts. The Eagle and the Condor, Prophecy of Harmony. In the legends of indigenous American peoples, the union of the eagle and the condor symbolizes harmony between technology and spirituality. Yet this prophecy also warns of danger if balance is not maintained. The Iran-Israel conflict, supported by modern technologies like drones and cyber attacks, could be interpreted as a breach of this balance. The question is, will this war tear us further apart, or can we find a new harmony, like the eagle and the condor? Mythological symbols of peace and hope. Even in the darkest prophecies, there is always a light of hope. Figures like Thor, the Mahdi, or the vision of Shambhala remind us that chaos and conflict are often the beginning of something new. Could 2025 be the turning point for such a renewal? What will happen in 2025? The question remains, is 2025 the year when these prophecies are fulfilled? The Middle East is once again at the center of global attention. But with modern technology, growing alliances, and an increasing focus on regional dominance, a conflict between Iran and Israel could extend far beyond the borders of the Middle East. What if this is the turning point described in so many ancient texts? What if these prophecies are not meant to be taken literally, but symbolically? Does this signify a new era of chaos, or perhaps a chance for global renewal? Prophecies offer us a lens through which to view the present. They remind us that humanity has always sought meaning and structure in chaotic times. But in the end, we have the power to shape our future. Is 2025 the year of war, or the year we choose another path? Share your thoughts and beliefs in the comments. Subscribe to our channel to learn more about prophecies, myths, and their connection to the modern world. Together, we can unlock the mysteries of the past and perhaps rewrite the future.